Woo! Wasabi guys, it's your boy Void Mage Gamer here, coming back at you with another video. Over the background here, Left 4 Dead, the original, not Left 4 Dead 2. I played that a little while ago. Yeah, I got bored of BioShock. So I want to talk about a topic here that is very important to discuss, and I feel like since the Magic the Gathering MMO has been in the works, I feel it's important to talk about whether or not the Magic the Gathering community is toxic as hell. To put it simply, I feel, yeah, it is toxic. However, and there is a big however, so please don't just scream and run away from this video. Compared to a lot of other communities, this toxicity of Magic is tame as hell. When you compare it to other card games, when you compare it to video game communities, we're talking about like 20 to 30% toxicity at most, which is pretty damn good when you compare it to, say, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Call of Duty, League of Legends, World of Warcraft. All those communities are just like at least 50% toxicity. So 20 to 30%, that's pretty damn good. However, I'm not one to settle, and I hope Wizards of the Coast don't settle as well, because it's important that you keep this in mind whenever we talk about online communities. I have a theory here, and I know everyone else is probably going to agree with me. Whenever you involve a keyboard and a mouse, you increase the toxicity of a community that is not already based around the internet entirely by at least, what, let's say 50%? I think that's fair. Maybe, probably more than that. A lot of you are probably going to say, oh, 1,000 times. No. I think 50% is fair enough to say 50% increase in toxicity of a community. That's pretty fair. When we talk about the toxicity of, say, League of Legends community, that is toxic as hell. You don't have the benefit of an escape. You're on the internet, and you're on the internet to stay. Whereas with MTGO, you do have, there's going to be toxicity on the internet no matter where you go. There's toxicity all over YouTube. There's toxicity on MTGO. But on MTGO, it's not that much, because you do, there is an incentive to kind of keep yourself on your best behavior, I should say, because you are paying money. So it's not like you're just going on there for free, like, say, Dueling Network for Yu-Gi-Oh, where you just have a bunch of kids that act like assholes. So, you do have to have money, and you do kind of have to respect the fact that you have money and you're spending it on there. So, and I'm sure, like, I don't play on MTGO, but I'm sure there's admins like every other online community with anything like forums or just anything at all. People are always going to just say just stupid, just outrageous bullshit. They're going to threaten people. Hey, I'm going to kill you. Fuck your family. I hope you get cancer. These are the people that need to be removed from online communities. As you can see here, I'm getting fucking bombarded by zombies right now. Everyone else, they can't help me right now. So I apologize for all this stress right here. But, yeah, the online communities, you need good admins. If you don't have good admins, you're going to fail. No one's going to want to, stick around with all that cancerous bullshit for too long before they suddenly get fed up and they just decide they're going to quit. That being said, I'm not going to play MTGO probably until I get more money. Why? Because, honestly, I don't feel like spending a decent amount of my disposable income doubling down on cards I already have in real life. Why the fuck would I do that? Yeah, I get it. You can play with people more often online. However, I have no problem finding people to play with in real life. I can just go and go to the local game store, either here or somewhere like 40 minutes away or just 20 minutes away. Like, I can find people to play with. It's not a problem. And usually, yeah, does it get boring playing with the same people? It does, to a degree. However, it feels a lot better knowing that I'm not doubling down on a lot of the same cards. And I know what people are about to say, well, it's much cheaper on MTGO. Yeah, it's true, but you're spending still a lot of money on cards. And I just don't know why I would do that when I could just save that money and contribute all that money towards cards in real life for decks I want to make in real life. I mean, it's the same problem with League of Legends, the whole buy to win shit. I mean, yeah, Magic the Gathering, no matter what, yeah, it's buy to win, but at least you have the tangibility of the actual cards, the physical cards. Like, you don't feel like you're wasting your money on something that could just, go away. And I know people say, oh, you can get a return on the cards. You can exchange them for, you get some money back online. Well, even if that's true, it's still, I mean, it's not tangible. Like, if worse comes to worse, can if MTGO crashes or some bullshit happens, if someone hacks the server or anything like that, is my shit going to be safe? Am I going to be reimbursed? Hopefully they have some sort of policy like that in line. However, I don't want to risk that. I know people are saying, well, that's not going to happen. Well, I'm always nervous, okay? I always want to be prepared. No matter what happens, I always want to be prepared, even if the worst possible thing happens. So, yeah, I prefer having, physical cards. They're tangible. I can always, sell them. Holy shit, the witch. The witch in this game is scary as fuck. A lot harder to kill than the first game. But yeah, I mean, with physical cards, you have, if the apocalypse happens to come, or World War III, either one, and our economic system goes through the shitter, our money's useless. Magic the Gathering's still a fun game to play. Do you have MTGO to fall back on? No, probably because the internet's going to be all fucked up then. Yeah, so I'll have my cards and you'll be screwed out of all the money you double down. But I know there are some people who really do enjoy playing MTGO. I have no problem with people who enjoy it. My problem is, I don't feel like doubling down. I just don't. I really don't. And I know it's like, well, you don't have to double down. You could just play, other decks or just brand new deck ideas. Yeah, but I'm usually someone who, I like playtesting. And if I were to use the internet, it would be for the sole purpose of just playtesting with decks I would play in real life. Like the majority of pros do. Like if you watch Travis Wu, that's like a lot of what he does on MTGO is he just playtests. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel pressure to do that, just mainly because I play in real life, and I don't have any trouble finding people to play with in real life and playtesting. And even if I do playtest, I usually just look at a deck, and I just typically would go through the process of taking a first turn on my own. Like, I wouldn't be playing with anybody, and I'd just be playtesting and be like, oh, okay, this is a good opening hand, and go through the motions and be like, oh, okay, here's, my turn 1 play, turn 2 play, turn 3 play, realistically, and I kind of go through that over and over again until I feel like, statistically, okay, this is what my average turn is going to look like. And that's what I do. And I use like an app to do that too. I don't actually like physically do that. I use an app where I can actually just look through my deck list and actually just generate. I forget what the name of my app is. What's it called? It's called 5 Color Combo MTG. I got it from like the App Store. So I take it for what it is. I don't know exactly what you guys do with your deck list and all that with playtesting, but that's what I do. So back onto the main topic here, because I think I digressed a lot there. The toxicity of Magic, it is really it is tame as fuck, man. When you compare it to League of Legends, and that's going to be the main comparison here, and you're going to ask me, well, why are you doing that? It has nothing to do with Magic. It does, for me personally, because I know a ton of people who, they get sidetracked and they play League of Legends all day long, man. It's sort of it's a plight when you talk about gamers. And I know there's some people who legitimately enjoy League of Legends, and that's fine if you enjoy if you enjoy the concept of the whole tower defense bullshit. I can respect that, to each his own. But doesn't it just frustrate you with the fact that they've used the same goddamn map for the last 7 years? It's the Dota clone that they've been using the same map for the last 7 years. Doesn't this frustrate anybody? So I can understand why there'd be some toxicity and some frustrations. Not only that, but you're spending money on skins for your champions. Like actual physical money that you guys are spending just to make your dude look like a zombie or like dressed up for Halloween. Like I don't get it. I really don't. And I feel bad if you're actually spending real life money for that. Like come on. I feel sorry for you. Like with Magic, if I'm spending something, I'm spending on something real. Like no way in hell. Like I'm not gonna spend money on like digital card sleeves. Like fuck that. That's the stupidest thing in the world. People who do that, I mean, don't do it. It's a waste of money. I shouldn't have to say that. You should use common sense to figure out, oh wow, look at these card sleeves. They're really cool in the video game. Why in the hell do you need to spend money on digital card sleeves? It's ridiculous. They did the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. I don't know if it's, no, not Dueling Network, but they do it all the time in other card games too. But digital card sleeves, that's just stupid, man. But it's the same thing with League of Legends. They make you spend a ton of money just to get ahead. And that was my main issue with League of Legends. And the community made it 1,000 times worse. Like, we're talking just absolute toxic pieces of shit, man, that I ran into all the time. I played for about like 2 weeks, I would say I played. And I got up to about like level 16 because, quite frankly, I don't feel like playing a game for, you know, let's say 16 months instead of 16 or 16 days. I think I played for about 16 days, a little over 2 weeks. So if we would say 16 months would probably be a realistic time period for me to actually get anywhere significant and possibly even enter into ranked matches. So yeah, it would take probably that long. And that's with me because I don't play video games all day long. I usually spend like 2 to 3 hours like every other day max playing video games. Like I'm not a hardcore video gamer. I play Magic. That's the main game that I play. So with the League of Legends community, we're talking about people who are able to play ranked matches that would come in and play the bot games. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, bot games are where you're matched up against the AI. They're significantly easier because they don't know shit about strategy, and they're so easy to manipulate and easily kill. That being said, there are people who would play I forget the guy's name, but like there's assassins and then there's junglers. I don't know if you call the junglers or something like that. But anyway, someone would play as a really busted champion at the time, and they're like level 50. You have to be level 50 to play ranked matches, or at least at the time when I played it, you did have to. And there would be people who would be like level 50. They're able to play ranked matches, but for some reason, they're still playing like entry-level bot games. Why? Because they're cancer. Like, why are you allowed to do that? If you can play ranked games, why are you still playing on, like, what do they call it? Rookie bot games or intermediate bot games? Holy shit, that witch was right there. But they have, like, the different level bot games. So the easiest level for bots that you could have, and you still see people who could play ranked matches. I don't want to I want to hear all this like, oh well, sometimes people lose connections and they can't play ranked matches. That's bullshit. How do you lose your connections? And I mean, how do you not get to join a queue for ranked? I mean, that's just bullshit. You gotta understand here. There's just people that are just complete assholes. They're just there to get like the highest score possible, and that was my biggest problem with League of Legends. It's not that I couldn't play the game, it's just that it takes so fucking long just to get anywhere. Like the first week or so, you're gold, you're leveling up pretty quickly, but then suddenly you hit a brick wall where it's sort of like, spend money or you're going to be stuck here. Like that's just cancer right there. Biggest bullshit ever, man. And that's my main concern when we talk about a Magic the Gathering online community. It's almost certainly destined to turn it into a pile of shit. And I do not want it to turn in that way. With MTGO, you have the benefit of it is a paid service. You have to pay to even create an account. So you have people that are probably going to act probably a little bit better in terms of their online behavior. At least I would think, because you are spending money, so it's not like you're just going to be like, fuck the world, I have nothing to lose. So you do have something to lose. You've invested money, so if you act like cancer on the internet, you're probably going to get kicked off, and you end up losing your money because you violated the policies of MTGO. So with the MMO, I'm almost, certain it's going to be paid again. So hopefully that changes things. But if you look at World of Warcraft, that's paid too, right? And that's community's toxic. I always hear about it. So anyway, guys, let me know what you all think about the potential for the MMO. Do you think the community will be toxic times 10? Or do you think it's going to be just the same? Or do you think people won't give a shit about it at all? Or do you think that this MMO will fall flat on its face and it won't have an impact at all? Either way, let me guys know your opinion. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm cruising here, man. I have over 50 subs. I'm going to continue. I will make a video once I hit 100 subs. I promise. I'm definitely going to make a thank you video for 100 subs. And I'm just going to keep going here, man. It's called perseverance, man. I do not give up easily. Even when things don't seem like they're going to go up for me, man, I persevere and I keep at it. And guess what? If you do it too, good things will happen for you. We all have our own destiny, man, and I'm just going to keep going with mine. Thank you guys for watching so much. Stay tuned for other videos. I do at least one every day now, man. I've been cruising along here. Thanks for watching. Void Mage Gamer. Peace!